Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Grace.Filled. I am so excited that you chose to be here with me for another video. It makes me so happy. So many people are telling me that they come just for the Sabbath Prep. I'm like, okay. So I just wanted to talk with you from my heart. Because this has been a week. When I was in the garden working, I got some poison ivy on me, or poison oak, and you guys know I am highly allergic. And I got a blister bigger than the size of a golf ball, and I had to go and get it drained. And I've just been in a lot of pain, if I'm being honest with you. But how many of you know the work still goes on? The work that I'm doing in my home is important. It matters. The work that I'm doing for the Most High God is important and it matters. And so we must keep going. And at first I thought I wouldn't mention it or say anything about it, but I think that's just it. I need to say something because sometimes you might find yourself in a place where you're having a hard time, or when you're dealing with something or trying to get through something or trying to understand something, trying to heal from something. And there may be a little bit of pain physically, emotionally, spiritually. But I just want to encourage you up front before I say anything else that you've got this. You've got what it takes, baby. Come on. You're going to make it and you're going to be okay. This is just a temporary moment. And yea, though you might be walking through the valley of the shadow of death, you shall fear no evil. Why? Because you're just walking through this moment. You're not there to stay. Whatever is happening in your life, it's a moment. It doesn't say, yea, though I live in the valley, yea, though I stay in the valley, yea, though I walk through. So it means you're going to get to the other side. So finally, brother, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are any good report or of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. And so this is what I have had to tell myself, baby. We're going to think on the things that are above. We're going to think on good things and positive things. And that's what I've done. And I've been okay this entire week or so now. And so I want to give you that scripture, not just because I tell my kids it all the time, but because it's so good. When you change what you think about, what you change what you focus on, you will see a difference. And yes, all of this is a part of Sabbath Prep. Why? Because we are taking the time right now to consciously, intentionally think about what we're thinking about. We are taking the time now to focus in our hearts, our minds, our souls, our spirits. You can't think that you can be in pain and your mind is somewhere else. And I'm ready. No, you have to bring it in like a deep breath. Let a man examine himself. Okay, what's going on with me right now? How do I really feel? Because that is what needs to be worked on as I'm getting ready for this Sabbath prep. And that's actually what I did in this video too. So I brought you back to bring you up. So I'm just sharing little bits and pieces of our week. I did a library drop off, a Goodwill drop off, a Walmart grocery pick up. I did get 3 things from the Goodwill. I showed you those things that I got. We made, of course, lots of meals together. We've been eating the unleavened bread all week long, no leaven. We have been eating, and it's just been an amazing week and an amazing time. And now it's time to rest and to get all the work done that needs to be done so that we can rest and just really focus on the Most High God and not be so distracted by all the things that we want to do, need to do, would like to do, should do. So that's what we're doing. What needs to be done right now in my life, in my home? And that's what I did in this video. My daughter's room was actually the messiest part of our house because, we do clean every day. But I want to say, even with cleaning every single day, there is a lot of us here. And so honestly, it can get overwhelming, even with me decluttering, even with us going a more minimalist journey route, even with us being very intentional on what we bring in and what we let go of. things can still accumulate. And so what I did, since my leg was bothering me, and I didn't want you guys to see me limping on camera, I didn't want you to see it wrapped up or anything like that. That's not the images I want you to have of me. I decided I would give her a beautiful spring cleaning to her room. And I didn't even realize how dark it was with those blue curtains I had put in there. For now, her blanket does have blue in there, but I put those in there for the winter because they kind of like kept it a little warmer, and but I just hadn't thought to switch it over for the spring and give her room a nice refresh. And so while I was cleaning, it dawned on me, Christy, switch the curtains. And it made all the difference in this space. And I am so in love with it. The kids helped me a little bit. I can't get under the bed. I'm almost 6 feet tall. So it was such an amazing time, just us working together, spending time together. I wasn't pretending like that's what it was. I pretended like, let's clean, clean, clean. But the reality was, oh man, I just got so tickled and just smiled so big every time I saw them playing and with their sandwiches and playing with the toys and helping each other and just relaxing and enjoying each other in the room and space. It really brought so much joy to my space. And that's what I want to talk about with you. Like, what can you bring joy and love to? Which spaces need just a little bit of adaptations to make it flow better, to make it function better, to make it look better, to make it be better? And that can be spaces in your home. Keep in mind, I didn't pay 1 penny to redo or spring clean Eli's room or Kalani's room. It was simply wiping things down, of really, really, really good, thorough vacuuming and just switching out or adding a couple things. I switched a couple pictures in Eli's room around, added a few things from other areas, refreshed it, and for Kalani's room, switched out the curtains and just got all the dirty clothes out, just got all the toys put away and moved a couple things around so that it would be more functional and could stay cleaner and more neat. But this is my life and this is the natural. But what does your natural need? What does your spirit need? And that is where I want you to sit and think about for this Sabbath prep. So remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all of your work, but the 7th is a Sabbath to the Lord your Yah. And that is what we are doing, just preparing ourselves now, doing the extra cooking and cleaning now, so that we can enter a time of rest. I don't know why, but when I think about the difference that one thing can make, I think about my friend Rahab. I have been doing some deeper, I guess you could say, studies about her. And I love that she was willing to do something different. This video is not that deep, but it's not that I did so much with my room. Come on. It's not, it's no Pinterest worthy girl's room. I mean, there's so much I want to do with it. I'm not able yet. So I have to be patient. And until I can get what it is that I'm dreaming of, what it is that I want, what it is I've been envisioning for years now. We've been at this place going on our 3rd year. We've been here 2 full years now. And I still haven't been able to make over this room the way I want to. But what am I doing with what I have right now is the question. We can want certain things and have these dreams and ambitions and goals, but I don't think that we should stop the current present until we get there. What I think we should do is work our best right now where we are with what we have until we can get that thing that we are dreaming and envisioning of. And so when I think about, and when I say what small thing can you do that can make a big difference, I think about Rahab and that small thing, which really was big, because if it was known what she did, she would have faced immediate death. But how she hid the spies, how she took care of them, how she granted them safety, if you will, how she was a guide for them. When I think about that one thing that she did, and then I think about what big difference it made, she's in the lineage of Yeshua HaMashiach. That is, pretty powerful. And so for me, my thing is, I just want to make sure that you're not always thinking that something has to be major, but I want you just to know that even in the small things, even in the mundane things, even in washing the dishes, in doing the laundry, and sweeping the floor. There is an audience of one that's greater than any Apollo, than any Grammys, than any place you could imagine. Because ultimately and honestly, it's not what you do when you're being seen, but it's what you're doing behind closed doors when no one sees that makes a difference. So the question is, what can you do this weekend in your home, in your life, that can make a big difference and a big impact? One thing that who knows could, oh my goodness, we could see a miracle in generations to come. How do you know that it's this one thing that would break generational curses? I mean, this one idea, all you need is one idea that would just change your legacy, change your finances, change your life, change the trajectory of everything concerning you, and really catapults you to the next dimension of your destiny. All you need is one thing, and he can give you that one thing even in the times of rest. So seek him for all the areas of your life. What do you want me to have? Not what you have, but what do you want me to do? How do you want me to use what you've given me? How can I live my life for you the best way? What one thing can I do this week for my house? What one thing can I do this week for the people in my home? What one thing can I do for you? What one thing can I do for me? So guys, I am never out of words, but I am out of time. Please let me know in the description box if you like these makeovers today. I know I did not do any cooking in this video. We are still finishing up the Passover, and we're doing a lot of raw things like that, so it wasn't too much to prep, but I love you guys. I'll see you back in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you're following me over on Instagram if you haven't already. I love you, and blessings.